So this interview with Dante, we only got audio, but this is by far the most powerful interview I've ever done. Dante honestly shocked me. I honestly was thinking that this was gonna be like a fun type of interview, because he's kind of like this hip hop guy, and he posts these like hip hop dance videos and stuff like that on Facebook. So I was totally expecting this to be kind of a fun thing, but totally blew me away. I was not expecting Dante to have such profound knowledge, and the meditation that he led me on was just so powerful. By far the most powerful meditation I've ever done. And so yeah, this blew me away, truly blew me away. And I'm really grateful that Dante has done this interview with me, and I'm really excited to continue to learn from Dante from now on. And yeah, just this is powerful stuff. So let's get to the interview.
Okay, so Dante, so how did your spiritual journey begin? Like, how did you come across like
Um,
the AMI and all that kind of stuff?
I would say that it started when I was pretty young. Um, Around anywhere from 10 to 12, you could say those were the years where I was intrigued by energy work, spirituality, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I would always look at videos on Google, YouTube about telekinesis, about spirituality, psychology, the unconscious mind,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Angel, Mind Freak. Oh, that was the initial event that kind of his TV show, Chris Angel Mind Freak, was the initial thing that got me interested in just the power of the mind
Mm.
in general. So,
Wow. Okay.
um,
Okay.
I mean, obviously, most people they go through a phase, they watch that, they say it's cool, and then they forget about it, and
Mm-hmm.
just maybe even despise it at some point in their life.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but
Right.
for me, I stayed intrigued by it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And how old were you when you enrolled in Avatar?
Avatar Energy Master Institute.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I was 17.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So like
So,
at 17 years of age, like you were able to afford the memberships and all that kind of stuff.
oh, actually, no. And I this brings me to that point that Michael Monk, he's a nice enough man to actually allow me to come into his course for free. And I
Oh,
don't know yeah, I don't know if he like hears me say that a lot, but yeah, I actually do appreciate that.
oh, okay. Well, it's in the past. I mean, and when I don't know if Michael will see this or not, but I mean, even if he, I mean, things are a bit. He's figuring things out right now as well. So I mean, I'm
Hmm.
sure. I'm sure it doesn't really matter at this point anymore. Um, but that's really cool. Okay, okay. So how did your camaraderie with Barbara begin? Because I mean, Barbara was obviously the one that told me about you and stuff, and
Uh
how awesome you
so
are.
she gave me a good reputation in the community. Okay. Barbara, I actually met her through Avatar. Um,
Mhm.
Michael, he would always have these group calls, and he would have different students, different practitioners, energy practitioners on these group calls, and
Mhm.
I became acquainted with Barbara through that way, through
Mhm.
that medium.
Mhm.
So, um, and I don't know, we clicked, we felt a
Mhm.
strong vibe, and we learned
Wow.
from each other, and I actually went to her house. When was this? This was back in 2015.
Wow.
So it was a few years ago. I actually went to her house in Maryland, and we did energy, and we practiced a few things, practiced TK. She told me that bind our energy together, her TK was a lot stronger than when she did it alone.
Mhm.
So That was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Did that answer your question?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like what is it about Barbara that was so captivating, that was so special to you?
I don't know. I mean, I think she she understands. Like she's willing to understand the deepness. She doesn't necessarily have any like. She's open minded. Like I mean, anybody that's open minded to this type of stuff, I'm
Hmm.
intrigued by,
Hmm.
and yeah, I mean, it just feels like a just a connection.
Right,
Like
right.
we call each other soul brother, soul sister type thing.
Yeah, totally. Like I can totally relate because like when I first saw Trevor Seven and Michael Monk and them on YouTube, I was just kind of like a bit skeptical, because like even if it was true, I was like a bit intimidated. Like this is a little too much. But when I saw Barbara's face on the website, I was like, wow, like there's a person that just looks so awesome and so loving, and that's what made me enroll in Avatar.
Oh yeah, she is loving too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love Barbara to death. So yeah, she definitely is. So for you right now, like, do you have like a routine thing that you do as far as energy goes? Like, I'm not sure what you specialize in. I know you're a great healer and stuff like that. I know you. I've seen a few of your demos on YouTube and stuff like that. But is there anything that you specialize in, or?
Um, is there anything I specialize in? See, I practice energy in a completely different way than how I used to, years ago.
Can you elaborate on that?
So it's kind of um well I kind of base my energy training in psychoenergetic science. I'm not sure if you heard of psychoenergetic science. Have you?
I actually no, I don't know what that is.
So I mean this happened, obviously many years after going through AEMI.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it was back in 2018 when I discovered this. I believe either late 2017, early 2018 when
Mm-hmm.
I discovered psychoenergetic science. Um,
Interesting.
it so just to give you a basic explanation without explaining too much,
Mm-hmm.
explaining too deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Psychoenergetic science is the study of coupled state processes.
I'm sorry, say
So
that again?
psychoenergetic science is the study of the coupled state processes, and I'll elaborate.
Okay, okay.
The coupled state is a magnetic threshold in nature, and
Mm.
once this magnetic threshold is reached,
Mm-hmm.
um, in your intent, your specific intentions are able to have a physical effect, an effect over physical matter or over the properties of materials.
Mm-hmm.
And and this science is founded by Dr. William Tiller,
Mm.
and he's
Okay,
been researching this for about 50 years now.
okay.
So,
Interesting. So like compared to what Michael taught you, and compared to like maybe like like a basic like um energy exercise like a qigong practitioner would do or something, like how like what how is it different? Like like
okay, I
what
mean,
exactly do you do?
be, I have to tell you that Dr. William Tiller has a website. I believe it's called tiller.org, and he has 44 white papers of psychoenergetic science. So Dr. is an actual scientist um, before he bridged out and started studying what he calls psychoenergetic science now. He was
Uh-huh.
an actual card carrying member, orthodox scientist. I believe he worked at the Westinghouse Research Laboratory, and he was, I believe, he was at Stanford. He did something at
Mm.
Stanford, so he was an actual scientist. Um, I forgot where. Yeah, the way it kind of works is I've read a lot of those white papers, so I piece different things together, and I've created my own style.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at everything through the lens of energy levels,
Mm-hmm.
if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. So energy levels is simply using numbers as a symbol to increase your energy slowly and progressively.
Mm.
So it so I mean if you could picture it like, let's say you try to abruptly start from level 1 and abruptly go to level 10
Mm-hmm.
energy,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be too big of a jump for your body to handle and it'll feel intense for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
However, if you started at level 1 energy, then went to level 2 energy, then went from level 2 to level
Mm-hmm.
3, level 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and all the way on to 10,
Mm-hmm.
it would feel like a more smooth
Right,
process,
right, right.
and
Okay.
it wouldn't feel as intense to you, and you'll be able to hold that higher level of energy for
Mm-hmm.
longer.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's really interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you're sharing all this stuff because I have totally I'm definitely after this call I'm gonna definitely check it out because I'm very intrigued. That's really interesting. Did you tell Barbara about this or?
Yes, she knows about it.
Oh, okay, okay, cool, cool, okay, okay. So how often do you guys communicate?
um it's been, the last time was, I believe, like around New Year's or Christmas, the last time we talked. But
Oh, okay.
before that, it's been months.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool, cool, okay. I see. So like so this sorry, what is it called again? Dr. Teller's
Psychoenergetic science.
psychoenergetic science. So this psychoenergetic science is pretty much like what you're all in on right now. Like you're not really doing any type of like maybe telekinesis training or like a remote viewing training or like a astral projection training or anything like that. You're not really participating in anymore. You're pretty much all in on this um,
Well,
psycho.
that's the thing, because psychoenergetic science pretty much scientifically explains um, energy the way energy we do it now. It's just it's explained in a more scientific manner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I suppose, but I to answer your question, I actually do. Um, but there's certain things that I cannot speak about because I have a partner who is pretty much on the same level as me, energy wise, and we're doing a project together. And for his sake, he doesn't want me saying anything.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
But as far as telekinesis goes, I can speak about that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely. I mean, I've been, practicing pretty much dedicated 2019 to really practice telekinesis and stuff. Um, Prior to that, I was just kind of doing like, really basic stuff like meditation and qigong and stuff like that. But and
okay,
pretty much what I focused on last year. I'm getting into like remote viewing and stuff like that. I'm able to feel like certain numbers now and stuff like that a little bit. So I'm hoping to get to the level where I'm like a master remote viewer in a year or so.
master. So you're focused on remote viewing. Okay,
Yeah, well, I'm still sharpening my telekinetic skills as well, but I'm
and
just kind of
TK. Okay.
opening up to different modalities. But yeah, like I'm intrigued by how you go about practicing telekinesis and stuff. And
Okay. Um, I'm just I'm trying to explain it without saying too much.
uh-huh.
Or like,
Is it kind of like way out of like comprehension?
okay, this is what I can say. There's a process that that could be done in order to increase your telekinetic abilities. I'm noticing because
Mhm.
the effects I'm having on like a side wheel or my partner's having on a side wheel
Mhm.
is it's intriguing. There's so it's like there's average results for the most part. Like we can get it to move, back and forth, left to right,
Mhm.
back and forth.
Mhm.
And then for some reason at peak moments through different means of how we train, we're
Mhm.
able to get a major effect where there's precise control. It's like a firm. It's not like a side wheel just being pushed at or moved. It's like almost like a firm grip, magnetic grip over the entire side wheel, and we're
Really?
able to accurately move it. But then what happens is the next day it goes back to average, and for a while, a long, long, long time,
Mhm.
it stays average, and then there's another peak, and the same
Mm.
effect happens again. Does that make
Wow.
sense?
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Huh. So like, so this is like this is as if you're literally like touching it, basically. Like,
Yeah, for the most part, yes.
wow. Okay. Okay. Wow.
And we can, get a 360-degree turn with it.
Mhm.
Also, we've been able to do that. Um, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Very interesting.
But
Okay.
but the thing is that we're still doing research, and we're kind of like
Trying to take it to the
where are
next.
we at 6? No, we're at like 6. We're at this close to the 6-month mark of research, doing a particular research we're doing, and we're trying to see what happens a year after doing this particular, research as far as telekinesis goes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's really, really interesting. Okay. Okay. So, Dante, what do you want to ultimately accomplish in your spiritual journey? Like, what is your ultimate vision?
Probably to just become a master of my vessel, um,
Hmm. Hmm.
have complete, not just physical control, but etheric control, emotional control, mental control, and spiritual control of my being.
Hmm. Hmm. That's great. Yeah, yeah, definitely. What about for the world? Like, how do you want the world to be um, in the
Oh,
future?
they need the world needs to start. Uh, it, the way I envision the world can be very different, very very enlightening, very different. Um, it's very similar to some of the things Michael Monk has said already, like people being able to use high level telekinesis, but use it for an actual service in society in some
Hmm.
way. Um, instead of weathermen, uh, there will be weather creators.
Right, right,
Um, and then a big thing is to have peacemakers, like
right, right,
people that can hold the emotion of peace, and then when
right.
somebody goes out of balance or goes into those lower gauge emotions, those emotions of misery, that the person of peace can be able to, you know, uplift it and get it harmonized again.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So that, I mean, that's something I envision.
Great, great. That's awesome. Okay. Um, trying to think if there's anything else that I'm
I
forgetting.
mean, I could show you a few of the meditations and the energy level training if it could help you out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, totally. I'm totally after. Honestly, Dante, like, I was gonna introduce. So on my YouTube channel, I was gonna introduce because I mean I see your hip hop videos all the time and your dance and stuff, and it's so cool. And like I was gonna
Hmm.
introduce you as like a hip hop energy master or something like that. That I was gonna create a thumbnail and stuff like that. Like, but now that I'm after talking to you, I'm like, yeah, I'm totally like blown away. Like I don't know how I'm gonna introduce you. I mean, maybe I'll still call you the hip hop energy
I
master.
don't,
Like I feel like you're you're way more
I
than
mean,
that. You know, like
yeah,
you're
way more.
yeah, way more than that. Like after talking to you, it's like I'm blown away. Like yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I can start you out with going levels through level 1 to level 5 of energy. How does that sound?
Hey, absolutely. Like,
Okay,
so
so
just curious. Like, will this like so basically like so where would you say I'm at? Like, I'm at the point where I can move like a side wheel, not all the time, but in a container.
hmm
That's where my energy is at. I would say.
okay, well this training will definitely help you out in the
Really?
journey. So
Wow, I'm excited. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
okay, so
I'm excited.
all you need to do is relax.
Oh, we're
Just
doing it right now.
yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
do it right
okay, yeah,
now.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So just relax yourself.
Okay.
Seem more of the high energy type, so just let all that energy just flow out of you, all that extra energy, and just relax yourself. All right. So now what I want you to do is just start to get into tune with the energy sensations. Do you feel like static or magnetic webs or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm really feeling it right now.
Okay. So what I need you to do is understand that that is your level 1. That's your baseline energy level.
Okay.
Is all right?
Okay.
So now what I want you to do, since you now know that is your baseline level 1 energy,
Uh-huh.
I want you to slightly increase your energy, slightly increase the amplitude of it, slightly,
Okay.
and let me know when you've done that.
Okay. I done it.
All right. So this will be considered your level 2
Okay.
energy,
Okay.
and hold it. Don't go back down to level.
Okay.
Hold it at level 2.
Okay.
All right. Hold it. Get comfortable with it. All right. Now, I need you to slightly increase your energy just one notch more,
Okay.
and let me know when you've done that.
I've done it.
All right. So this is considered your level 3 energy.
Okay.
And now there should be a noticeable difference from level 3 to level 1. Is there?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. So now hold level 3. Now slightly increase your energy just a little bit more. And let me know when you've done that.
Uh, it's yeah, done it.
All right. This is considered your level 4
Okay.
energy.
Okay.
And hold it. Don't go back down to level
Okay.
3 or level 2 or 1. Just
Okay.
hold it at level 4.
Okay.
All right. So what are the sensations that you're getting at level 4 energy?
Oh, I currently well, basically what I do was I created like it's I'm feeling um the I'm not feeling anything internally. I'm feeling energy externally right now outside my
Okay.
body, and yeah, just like a yeah, just energy outside my body. I'm feeling right now.
static
Yeah,
or
definitely static. Yeah.
okay. All right. So this is your level 4. Now I need you to slightly increase your energy just a little bit more
Okay.
and let me know when you've done that.
Okay. I've done that.
All right. And this is considered your energy. All right. So now, what's the difference that you've noticed between level 5 energy and level 1 energy?
It's expanded, like, because level 5, I'm like, it's level 1 is like where I was barely feeling um, energy right in front of my skin, but now it's like I feel like I could feel it. I feel like I could almost feel the wall.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that. Got other people in the house with me right now. But yeah, that's good. That's good that you can start to feel that, and you can feel the walls now. You're becoming expanded, and this is your level 5 energy.
Uh-huh.
And now this is very important for you to understand that you can increase your energy in a slow rate and actually gain lots of power,
Uh-huh.
gain lots of force behind whatever
Uh-huh.
you want to do. If you want telekinesis, you can increase your energy level
Uh-huh.
and hold it, and maybe you may notice a better effect.
Uh-huh.
Um, Now you said that Astro, no TK. Let's focus on TK right now.
Okay.
So I want you to
Wait,
maintain level 5 energy.
so
No,
say that again.
no, we're so what we're going to do is going to do intention statements.
Okay.
All right. So are you still at level 5?
Hold on. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm back.
All right. All right. So at this point, what I want you to do is repeat in your mind over and over, but you have to maintain level 5 energy. And we're probably going to do this for about just maybe 2 minutes. I want you to say, I am able to perform telekinesis efficiently. That is your intention statement. I am able to perform telekinesis very proficiently.
Okay. Okay. I am able to perform telekinesis very professionally. Did I just
But you have to, but you say it inside of your mind
inside my mind. Okay.
and while maintaining level 5 energy. This is
Okay.
important because
Okay.
that's giving you the power.
Okay.
That's giving you the power to make this happen and manifest.
Okay.
So start repeating that.
Okay.
I am able to perform telekinesis proficiently
Okay.
over and over and over and over. Just don't stop. And and I'm gonna keep reminding you to hold your energy at level 5
Okay.
because it can kind of get confuse you a bit, or you feel like you're multitasking and your consciousness is at one place and another. So I'll be the one that's reminding you.
Okay.
All right. I am able to perform telekinesis proficiently and maintain your energy at level 5. And keep repeating it. I am able to perform telekinesis proficiently. Repeat that over and over. And hold your energy at level 5. I'm able to perform telekinesis proficiently. And hold your energy at level 5. All right, you can stop.
Wow, that Dante, I'm not kidding. That was by far the toughest meditation I've ever done in my life.
Is that right?
Seriously, like it was crazy.
What I mean, what was your experience? Like tough? You said that's one like, adjective. Tough.
Like tough as in like when I do guided meditations, typically it's um yeah, you're just kind of like being in that unconditional love state, so to speak. But this was like meditation and energy, so it was intense. It was like it was
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was very hard. Like it's on my third eye's tingling right now. Like, oh man, that was intense. That was so intense. Wow. Wow,
Well,
Dante. Like I was expecting to just have like a kind of a fun interview almost, but did not expect to gain like world class education like this today. Like not that I was like
world
I was gonna,
world class education. That's nice.
no
That's
really.
nice
I
of
mean
you.
not like I said. It's not that I was like thinking that you didn't have any value, but like I totally thought. I mean, that's why I was interviewing because I wanted to learn and I wanted to gain value out of you. But like I didn't. I like yeah. You blew me away. Like
Oh man, you have yet to realize the things that I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to share. Um, there's probably a couple more things that I could take you through, and then we could just go back into like a question type of format.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that okay with you?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, we could. Yeah. I mean, if I don't know how much time you have. I mean, I was thinking like half an hour, but if I mean,
But, I would say about another. Let's give it another half hour.
yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, I want to soak it all in, and yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now this one is going to be a bit different. Um, do you notice that you have stress? Are you stressed? Have you been stressed lately?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm
Okay.
yeah. I'm around stress a lot. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, to be honest with you, I've always throughout my life dealt with stress. Like, so.
okay. Well, this is going to help you a lot then. Um, where do you where do you usually feel the tension? Because it's when we say stress, there's good stress, but then there's bad stress, and we're talking about the bad stress right now. Um, that's what I'm assuming that you have, right?
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, because it's like on the David Hawkins scale of consciousness, those lower gauge emotions are usually, or they are, shame, guilt, apathy, fear, disanger, uh, pride. Those lower gauge emotions that if you hold on to, that it kind of can be destructive. So, I mean, is it anger? What is it that you feel when you feel stress?
Um, uh, man, it's not anger. I would say it's just worry. Like, yeah,
Or
constant
fear?
fear. Yes, fear. Yeah, fear. Yeah.
Yep, that's where it resonates. Okay. So you're feeling a decent amount of fear. I mean, and I mean that's got to be like it has to be affecting your solar plexus. Am I right?
It's interesting you mentioned that because like a qigong master told me like, yeah, you really got to focus a lot on your stomach. So
And that's where you if that's where you hold on to the fear, then yeah. So this is gonna be great. What I'm gonna show you.
I'm sorry to
Um,
cut you off, Dante. You are in Minnesota, correct? In Minneapolis?
no,
No.
no, I'm back in Illinois.
Oh, you're in. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say the person that told me that was in Spring Forest, Qigong, Jackie
Uh
in
huh.
Minneapolis. I think they're in Minneapolis.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I have to go see that person maybe at one point. If he's actually good, like you say he is,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
She's
she.
yeah. I'd say she's good. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. I know
Um.
Barbara. Barbara is the one that endorsed Spring Forest Qigong. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So back to what I was about to show you.
Hmm.
Um. This is called an unconditional loving kindness meditation. So it's not just the unconditional love; it's the unconditional loving kindness,
Hmm.
which is from what I've been noticing, it's at a very high gauge symmetry state. And I can tell you a lot of experiences I've had working with this emotion for the past 7, 8 months now.
Hmm.
Um, but it will definitely help you out and take away that stress. So
Hmm.
I'll need you to slowly go back up the energy levels. I'll guide you. So just
Okay.
start at level 1 energy. Start at level 1 and slowly increase it to level 2. And let me know when you're at level 2.
Yep.
All right, hold that just for a few seconds to adjust to it. So it's not just an abrupt change to you.
Okay.
Adjust to level 2.
Okay.
All right. All right, now increase it to level 3 now.
Okay.
All right. Increase it to unconditional. All right, okay, you're at level 3. All right, now hold it at level 3. And now go to level 4. And let me know when you're at level 4.
Okay. I'm there.
Okay, hold it, hold it, hold it. Adjust to it. All right, now go up to level 5. And let me know when you're there.
I'm there.
All right, hold it, adjust to it. Okay, so now what I want you to do is repeat inside of your mind
Okay.
while holding level 5 energy simultaneously.
Okay.
Um, unconditional loving kindness
Okay.
over and over. Unconditional loving kindness. And repeat that over and over inside of your mind while holding level 5 energy simultaneously. Unconditional loving kindness. Unconditional loving kindness. And now, at this point, you should start to feel like either the air around you gets cold, or it starts to feel either pure or cold, or something along those lines. Do you feel any of those sensations?
Yes.
It feels colder,
No, warmer.
warmer. Interesting. Okay. And you're repeating unconditional loving kindness.
Yeah.
All right. Keep repeating that and while holding level 5. Unconditional loving kindness. Okay. Now, what does it feel like to you now?
It changed a bit, yeah.
Is it what, colder or warm?
No, it's definitely not cold. I mean,
Okay.
it's not,
But it does it.
but
What does it feel?
I wouldn't say it's warm either.
Okay. But it does it. Is it like a pure, like almost like an exciting type of sensation when you feel it?
It's energy. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it's like I could feel the distance from the wall to me very strongly. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So now keep repeating that statement.
okay,
Unconditional, or that word, that phrase, unconditional loving kindness. Unconditional loving kindness. And now your duty isn't done. I'm just getting you prepped up, and I need you to build up those emotions before I start doing what I really need you to do. So just keep repeating unconditional loving kindness with level 5 energy. Maintain level 5. Have you been doing that?
yeah,
Okay. All right. Maintain level 5. And I guess I can just explain why this is important is because the energy gives you the power, gives you, when you increase your energy level, that's the power to create. However, saying specific intention statements inside of your mind, that's the lens, or that's the frame that you want to view reality from, whatever that intention statement is inside of your mind. So if you have the intention statement repeating over and over inside of your mind, plus the high level of energy, you start creating these particles that come out of you that have that specific intent baked into it. Now you can obviously see why it would be difficult, a bit more difficult to get strong vibes when you're at level 1, when you're trying to uh, use these intention statements. However, if you're at like level 10, level 20, using these intention statements, you may notice a major effect over just even your mind, your energy, your emotions, and then eventually your experience. So keep repeating unconditional love and kindness. Now, do you feel like that emotion is built up inside around the air around you now?
yeah. Like
Okay,
it's light. It's like I see a light now. Like I don't know how I see it, but I see light. Like it turned
that's good. So now what I want you to do is I want you to focus mainly on your solar plexus. So
okay,
keep repeating unconditional love and kindness. And I want you to direct all of those good vibes that you just created through meditation and direct them straight towards your solar plexus.
okay,
And I don't want you to just go on the surface. I want you to actually go in,
okay,
like push the emotions in deep, like into your solar plexus.
okay. Huh.
Because you know where your anxiety is and your fear. So
Yeah.
just place the unconditional love and kindness emotions there
Huh.
and notice the relief.
Huh. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Oh God. Huh. Huh.
Keep directing it, and keep, you can go even like, there's different layers of the body and the soul. And when you go inward, when you push those emotions inward, you're actually breaking through veils and breaking through layers. So break through all those layers and veils. You'll feel it. When you start pushing that unconditional love and kindness, it'll feel like you're popping through layers of the inner self.
Huh. 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 Huh.
All right, that is a good place to stop.
Okay.
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 And
Oh, oh God. Oh,
all right,
oh,
just speak speak about what just happened.
I'm exhausted. I just brought all the energy inside me.
But if is it a, a sigh of relief?
Oh no, I'm just exhausted.
Oh, you're just exhausted. I see.
Dude, I've never done anything. Not, never done an energy work this difficult in my life. Uh, uh, Especially meditation. It's usually like comfort. This is like just pure exhaustion. Oh,
I see. Yeah, I mean it can be at first it can be tough on you. Let me tell you an experience.
oh,
Um,
oh
when I
God.
was first practicing the energy levels 1 through 10, I used my right hand
Yeah.
as the focal point. And I tell you, like 2 or 3 days after doing that training, I went actually all the way up from level 1 to level 10 every day.
Yeah.
Like, and I for like 30 seconds for each level. And I tell you, after about 3 days, I started to notice I had these red marks on my arm,
Wow.
and I believe it was the reaction to this that energy training that seemed intense to me at that time.
Uh huh.
Um, but it way, but it I believe that that's just how my body reacts to when I start ramping up energy for some reason. But yeah,
Wow,
um,
man, that's like seriously like wow. Like I'm wow. I keep saying this, but like I'm blown away. Like I'm so glad I embarked on this interview journey because like I get to so I interviewed Fabian and Aaron Mayora. I mean, but I've talked to Aaron so many times. I'm not really gaining anything new anymore from her at this point. But from Fabian, she's obviously an incredibly loving guy, and he's shown me, what truly what loving, um, uh, what unconditional love is and stuff like that with his veganism beliefs and stuff. But man, like I mean, this is the first time I spoke to you, and man, like you, you gave me, yeah, like 1,000 times more value than I was expecting. I'm so glad I'm on this journey of like becoming because it's not just me like trying to gain like big following on YouTube. It's like I'm also want to like learn through interviews and stuff. I'm gonna be interviewing Peter Shelton here soon and Trent James as well. Um,
okay,
yeah, but yeah, man, this is wow. This is wow. Like I'm seriously blown away. Like yeah, I my energy levels is yeah incredibly high right now thanks to the meditation that you guided me through. And yeah, wow,
yeah,
blown
yeah. I mean,
blown away. Wow.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of curious to see what the effect that you had over like your anxiety or your solar plexus because you
Yeah.
said you pushed it inwards, and I'm trying to see because usually what happens when you put unconditional love and kindness in the area of your body where there's fear or anxiety or the lower emotions is
Uh-huh.
it usually it's like a release sensation
Yeah,
or release
yeah,
feeling.
right. And it's funny because now I'm like, as you said that, I was like, yeah, like definitely, like a sense of fear has like been like lifted off my body a
Yeah.
little bit for sure. Like, cause it's like yeah, it's like yeah, like I'm not like this experience is so profound. It's like I can't think, and I'm still feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, like the fear is like the last thing on my mind right now. I'm just kind of like, yeah, just
Okay.
profoundly impressed by this experience.
And I have one more thing to go through with you,
Okay.
and then we can just like talk a bit more, and maybe I can talk a bit more about like psychoenergetics and just some other things.
Hmm.
If we have enough time, maybe I'll just keep this brief and do about 5 minutes. So
Okay.
I have
Wait, we're gonna do more energy exercises.
Yeah, but it's going to be done over my end, and I'm going to be sending energy towards you.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I mean, I could probably, I could probably do it, but I mean, prior to this, I already did, like, a little bit of like remote viewing and like telekinesis training. So I was already a bit exhausted energetically today as it is. So like this, yeah, when we did that meditation exercise, I was like, man, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Well,
was
yeah, it's all good. But
super intense.
let's start right now. I'm just gonna start
So what should
sending
I?
it towards you. Yeah, you. I mean, you should be able to notice it. Like,
Okay, okay, for sure. I'll just calm my mind.
because I'm using something special that, so you might notice just a stronger magnetic wave around you or
Uh-huh.
static. Okay, that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Um,
Man.
what did you experience?
Oh my god. I felt your energy for sure. Like definitely like it was like hitting my throat and stuff. Yeah. Boy. Oh man. So was that like an activation or something or what?
Um, you could call it that. Again, I'm using something that I cannot speak too much about because of my partner, but
Okay.
that's a you could call that an activation.
Wow. Wow, Dante. This is wow. I mean, I've, had sessions with, Michael and stuff and Max Reader and all these high level people. But yeah, I mean like and Barbara as well. But I mean, yeah, this is by far, yeah. I mean, you definitely are someone special, man. I'm so glad I interviewed you today. And yeah, man, wow, I'm just profoundly blown away today. So